Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our London studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin tonight with major developments from Washington, where Donald Trump has requested a record $1.5 trillion defense budget for 2027. The proposal marks a dramatic 40% increase, aimed at sustaining the ongoing war in Iran. With the conflict reportedly costing around $2 billion a day, the administration is also proposing $73 billion in cuts to education, housing, and environmental programs to offset the spending surge. While Republicans are pushing to fast-track the plan, Democrats have strongly criticized the move, calling it heartless and vowing to resist cuts to social services in favor of military expansion. Turning now to the Middle East, tensions continue to escalate sharply. President Trump has warned of intensified attacks on Iran, sending global oil prices soaring above $108 per barrel. Iran has effectively shut down the Strait of Hormuz, a vital route that carries nearly 20% of the world's oil supply, triggering widespread economic concerns. A U.S. airstrike near Tehran reportedly killed at least 8 people, drawing condemnation from Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Despite diplomatic efforts led by Britain to restore navigation, no agreement has yet been reached, and Iran has warned of broader retaliatory action across the region. The conflict has now entered its 35th day, with further escalation between U.S. and Israeli forces and Iran. President Trump has reiterated warnings of devastating consequences for Tehran, while Iran responded within minutes by launching missiles and drones targeting Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv. Heavy strikes have been reported across Tehran, Isfahan, and Mashhad, with key infrastructure such as medical and transport facilities coming under attack. Iran has also expanded its retaliation across the Gulf, targeting U.S.-linked assets, while regional groups including Hezbollah and the Houthis have signaled the possibility of widening the conflict even further. For more on this, we go to our Islamabad correspondent, Sarah William.
The escalating conflict between the United States, Israel, and Iran is raising serious concerns across the region. Analysts warn that continued military exchanges could destabilize not only the Middle East but also global energy markets. Pakistan and other regional countries are closely monitoring developments, particularly as oil supply disruptions could impact domestic economies. Diplomatic channels remain active, but with both sides intensifying their positions, prospects for immediate de-escalation appear limited. The situation remains highly volatile, with potential implications far beyond the region.
Thank you, Sarah William, for that update. Meanwhile, Iran's state media claims its air defense systems have targeted an enemy A-10 Thunderbolt II near the Strait of Hormuz, further escalating tensions in the Gulf. Reports suggest the U.S. Air Force jet crashed into southern waters, although its pilot was successfully rescued. This follows earlier claims that another American combat aircraft was down during ongoing hostilities, underscoring the intensifying air conflict between Iran and U.S.-led forces. The developments are adding to fears of a broader confrontation, particularly as the critical oil route remains under threat. In the United Arab Emirates, a tragic incident has been reported in Abu Dhabi, where debris from an intercepted projectile struck the Habshan gas facilities. Officials confirmed that one Egyptian national was killed, while 4 others, including 2 Pakistanis, sustained minor injuries. Authorities say the facility has suffered significant damage, and assessment and recovery operations are currently underway. The incident highlights the growing risks facing civilian infrastructure as regional tensions intensify. On the diplomatic front, Giorgia Meloni has arrived in Saudi Arabia on a surprise visit amid rising tensions. The unannounced trip is being viewed as part of urgent international efforts to address the escalating crisis and concerns over global energy security. Officials indicate that discussions will focus on regional stability, economic cooperation, and the ongoing conflict's impact on global markets. The visit underscores increasing international engagement aimed at preventing further escalation. Finally, Recep Tayyip Erdogan has held talks with Vladimir Putin, stating that Turkey is actively engaging with all sides to prevent the Iran conflict from spiraling further. According to officials, Ankara is maintaining diplomatic contacts to de-escalate tensions and avoid a wider regional war. President Erdogan emphasized that Turkey does not support attacks against Iran, nor does it endorse retaliatory strikes on regional countries, reflecting ongoing international efforts to contain the growing crisis. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Victoria Lane.